Hey guys, Rouge Gundam here with another Gundam MSA review, and today I'm reviewing the Strike Rouge. And I have to note that this is an incomplete review because I got this figure used. But it's most of the way there. You can see by it that it's a different color than your usual Strike Gundam. Has that nice reddish color to it. And this is piloted by Kigali Eula Atha. You'll see it used in Gundam Seed and Gundam Seed Destiny. Her shield resembles that of the red frame. Very similar. This is the Strike shield right here. Now, I could be wrong about that, being that this is used. She might have had just a Strike shield. It's been so long since I got this figure, so can't quote me on that part. One of the big deals about this figure, though, is that it comes with weapons that don't come with anything else, including it came with the Strike, the Sword Strike weaponry, which was a pretty big deal because the Sword Strike was never released in the U.S., even though it was planned to. And I have most of that. It comes with the standard beam rifle. It's got the armor Schneiders, the little knives in its side pockets. It has all the basic articulation of the Strike Gundam. I really like how those fold up and then they can fit in there. It's quite nice. It can use the AL Strike Gundam's backpack. Just has a different color. It's kind of pinkish and a bit red at the same time. And my guess is she probably originally had a regular shield. That would be my guess. Not the red frame shield. I got a couple of red frame shields flying around, so this is probably a red frame shield. It can use this weapon here that, the launcher Strike comes with. Fires 2 missiles, fires machine guns. The Strike has head Vulcans. It has double jointed arms and legs. The shield can fit on both sides, both arms. It has the armor, or the launcher Strike backpack, which fits into the back and, allows it to fire this. You kind of gotta meander this just the right way to make it work, though. And this, the trigger, if it can make it fire. Oh. It's not happening. Bandai's MSA line did not have good missiles. Like, nothing fired well. I'm not sure, maybe it's broken. I don't know. Sometimes missile launchers end up broken. Either way, it never fired very far to begin with. The gun always looked really, really cool, though. Reminds me of 0083's bonus footage where it gets, or G04's giant beam rifle. The stuff that comes with the Sword Strike is probably the coolest. The Strike Rouge also came with a bazooka that was just totally cool. Had like 4 clips on it and stuff, but I wasn't so lucky as to get it. I see one for sale on eBay seller's site for like $14. You sometimes wonder if somebody else somewhere has the parts that you didn't get, You just wonder. So for the Sword Strike, I'm not entirely sure how all of this was set up, but there is a beam boomerang. You can see the beam boomerang right here. It's kind of fun to just ponder the physics of that. Like, okay, so physically, half of the boomerang is there, and the other half is just a beam. And when you throw it, it's going to come back. First off, physically, that wouldn't work. Second off, if it comes back and you catch it by the wrong part, that could go bad. The Strike Rouge should have 2 closed fists, 2 regular hands, like it has right here, and 2 gun hands. One of the coolest weapons of all is the sword. Love the sword. That's a cool sword. I think I'm going to be selling my Strike Rouge here soon, but I'm keeping the sword because that is one cool sword. It just is. Look at that. It's huge. Also, there's this part, and I do not have the piece that would attach this somewhere. So, but there's a stick that's supposed to go here, you know, like a cable that stretches out, kind of like the straight arm of the Zeong. And this stretches out, so we can grab a weapon, grab a mobile suit, something like that. You can see where something goes there, too. It would look cool as a little shield. Unfortunately, like I said, this is an incomplete review. It has shoulder joints, head looks up and down, turns 360 degrees, double joint elbows, hands on a ball joint. Waist is on a ball joint, but only has so much movement. Legs can go quite far forwards, pretty far back. Knee joint, this moves. Feet are on a double ball joint. The Strike Rouge, a very cool figure. More cool if you actually have it complete and you have the bazooka and all the strike, the sword strike parts. But ultimately, still used very cool. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the review. I do recommend this figure if you can find it. It's a little bit hard. And please like, favorite, and subscribe as I post a new video nearly every day. And check out our eBay store where a lot of the toys I review end up, and where we sell a lot of cool stuff, including Gundams. See you guys tomorrow.